The 2014 Ford F-Series Super Duty. Don't expect anything completely out of the ordinary with Ford's new F-Series Super Duty pickup trucks. The truth is, the pickup's no frills, go-get-'em aura strikes a lot of us as the epitome of what a heavy-duty vehicle should be. That's an important quality to have because the market demands it, especially with competitors like the Ram Heavy Duty and the Chevrolet Silverado engaging Ford in a constant game of one-upsmanship for heavy-duty pickup supremacy. The 2014 model of the F-Series Super Duty, which consists of the F250 and F350, doesn't do much in the way of aesthetic improvements. Instead, Ford focused on giving the new model minor improvements to the braking system, including bigger rotors and a larger parking brake. It's not going to catch the attention of the aesthetically inclined, but there's an argument to be made that these changes will offer more in turning the 2014 F-Series Super Duty pickup trucks into more capable to bring the fight to its competitors. At the end of the day, that's what you should expect with these four-wheeled monsters. Anything more will leave you disappointed and anything less will leave you pleasantly surprised. Click past the jump to read more about the 2014 Ford F-Series Super Duty pickups. Exterior. There aren't any exterior changes to the 2014 model line, which means that you can expect the same enormous profile that you either to love or hate depending on which side of the design fence you're on. We're on the former side, although even our affection for the pickup's exterior was doused a little bit when Ford opted to focus the modifications on the 2014 line to items that can't be seen with the naked eye. Exterior dimensions, inches. Regular cab 8-foot bed. Supercab 6.75-foot bed. Supercab 8-foot bed. Crewcab 6.75-foot bed. Crewcab 8-foot bed. Interior. The interior of the F-Series Heavy Duty doesn't speak to anything too complicated, although touches of luxury add to the feeling of serenity and elegance that's a far contrast from the pickup's rough and tumble identity. The dashboard and the center console retain the same design, and while it may look slightly dated, the whole configuration still does a lot in making use of the space allotted to it. Everything is well placed and the inclusion of Ford's sync connectivity system goes a long way in establishing some semblance of technological advancements you normally don't associate with a no-nonsense pickup truck. The sync system offers plenty of use and function both for the driver and the passengers, including allowing smartphone users to place calls and stream music by using voice commands or steering wheel-mounted buttons. It can also read incoming texts aloud to help the driver keep his or her eyes on the road, and allows the use of Ford-approved apps, like the Wall Street Journal News and Pandora Radio. Numerous other interior features, like the cup holders and storage nooks spread throughout the cabin, adds the known functionality of the pickup, while a choice of materials, including hard plastic and leather, should give some owners the freedom to choose their trim depending on their needs and wants. Interior dimensions, inches. Regular 8-foot bed. Supercab 6.75-foot bed. Supercab 8-foot bed. Crewcab 6.75-foot bed. Crewcab 8-foot bed. Drivetrain. It should be noted that both the F250 and the F350 will come with a 6.2-liter flex-fuel V8 engine that's good for 385 horsepower and 405 pound-feet of torque. If that powertrain isn't big enough, you can choose the optional 6.7-liter diesel V8 that produces 400 horsepower and an incredible 800 pound-feet of torque. Both engines are connected to a heavy-duty torque-shift 6-speed automatic transmission. No performance numbers were given, but we think that 6.2 V8 can hit 60 miles per hour in a little over 10 seconds to go with a top speed of 120 miles per hour, while the 6.7-liter V8 ought to be a little faster to 60 miles per hour at a time in the mid-9 seconds with a top speed of about 120 miles per hour. The largest of the group, the F450, comes standard with the 6.7-liter diesel V8 and the same 6-speed auto transmission. Engine specs. Brakes. Ford's claim of having best-in-class payload numbers should be supported by outstanding brakes. Surprise, surprise, because that's exactly what the company did, specifically its braking engineers, who improved the brake system to deliver improved capability and usability. The brake rotor swept area was increased by 16.4% in front and 14.5% in the rear for maximum stopping power and heat dissipation. Likewise, the brake rotor thermal mass was also increased, delivering superior thermal capacity and fade performance, especially when it comes to those harrowing off-road conditions. Larger brake pads were also installed, while the front and rear hydraulic master cylinders feature larger bores and a retuned booster, for better brake pedal feel. The 2014 F-Series Super Duty has some pretty tough brakes, tough enough to make it a signature upgrade for this year's line. Pricing. Depending on the trim level you choose, the Ford F-Series is priced anywhere from $30,915 to $68,560. Pricing details. Competition. 2014 Ram Heavy Duty. Despite ranking third in the three-company race for heavy-duty pickup supremacy, the Ram line of heavy-duty pickups also received a nice redesign for the 2013 and subsequent 2014 models. The Ram heavy-duty lineup comes in two flavors, 2500 and 3500. Both models come standard with the 5.7-liter Hemi V8 engine that cranks out 383 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. The 2500 peaks with the 6.7-liter Cummins diesel i6 engine that produces 370 horsepower and 800 pound-feet of twist, whereas the 3500 gets a 6.7-liter Cummins with 385 horsepower and 8,501 pound-feet of torque. 2014 Chevrolet Silverado HD. Unlike the Silverado 1500, the Silverado HD, which consists of the 2500 and 3500 models, lineup is carrying over without many changes. The only notable changes are a new 4.10 to 1 axle ratio on gasoline-powered models for an extra 4,500 pounds of standard towing capacity and a new CNG setup on the 2500 model. The base gasoline engine is a 6.0-liter V8 powerplant with 360 horsepower and 380 pound-feet of torque. Optionally, buyers can add in the Duramax 6.6-liter turbo diesel V8 for 397 horsepower and 765 pound-feet of torque. Look for these HD models to get the same revisions as the 1500 model in 2015. Conclusion. The vast array of trim options the F-Series Super Duty offers gives you a chance to choose wisely on what's best suited for your needs. The noticeable lack of exterior upgrades is a buzzkill, but ultimately not a deal-breaker. Besides, you're not looking for something sexy when you're in the market for a heavy-duty pickup like the F-Series. Performance capabilities are right on par with its competitors, although if you're choosing between the 6.2 or the 6.7, we suggest you go with the latter. Love it. Having sync is always a good thing. The 6.7 V8 diesel looks like a winner for what it's worth. There's an appearance package. Leave it plenty of competitors. Nothing much done to the exterior.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.